Yeah. Hey, good morning, gang. Welcome back to the shop. Sometimes you just got to tell your customers, sorry, I got to take a couple of days off. And that's what's going on here. So this is my 2004 Dakota. Got a big old rejection sticker on it. My cab supports are Bluetooth. So I got to dig the old ones out, obviously get the new ones in. So it's going to take me a day or two to do that. There's a lot of spot welds to drill out. I also got to rebuild my inner rocker for it to be able to weld to. I decided that rather than replace this truck, I'm going to restore it. I've had this truck for 4 years. I put 120,000 miles on it. Has a reman transmission in it. Was in it when I bought it. But it's been a good truck. It don't owe me a dime. Other than tires and brakes and oil, that's all I've put into this truck. So let me take you down underneath the truck and show you what's going on. So here we're looking at the driver's side cab support. You can see it's completely gone. The inner rocker here. The inner rocker here is going to need some help. I'm hoping this isn't too bad of a job. I'm sure it's going to be, but we'll see. For those of you who've done this job, you know that the hardest part is getting this bolt out because there's a capture nut somewhere in here. Can't tell where it is, but it's somewhere in there or it's up in the body. Let me show you the new stuff that's going in. All right, so as far as new parts going in from Rock Auto, got my new bolt and bushings. And then from, I don't even know where this is from, Body Shop Price, found them online. And yes, I pay for my parts, I'm not sponsored. These are the new cab supports. So they come with the capture nut. Obviously has to be welded in, truss steel. Looks like it's fabricated in somebody's garage, which is fine by me. It's decent steel, good welds. So let's get started trying to get this old shit out of here. And if you can't tell by the tone of my voice, no, I am not looking forward to this. Alright, so like I said, first job is going to be to dig this bolt out of here, which I'm expecting it to go kicking and screaming the entire way. Alright, everybody put on your safety squints. Yep. Pretty much what I was expecting. Alright, that's cool. Now, let's see what we can do to get some access in there. Alright, so I'm not even screw around with this thing. I'm going to go straight for the Sawzall and see if we can get through that bolt. Alright gang, so here's where we're at. The body mount was out. See, the inner rocker here is toast. This is all mud. There's what's left of the cab support. So this wire harness connects in there, and then I got this wire is actually for my backup camera that goes to the display that's in the truck. So at this point, I got to find the spot welds. There, that are attaching this, get this out of the way, and then cut this, make a new piece, weld that in, and that's what the cab support's going to go to. All right, I get to work. All right, folks, so anybody who's done this job, you know that trying to get video underneath here is a pain in the ass. So what we have all up here and all down here is where the old cab support was welded on. I did take the liberty of putting extra holes in the floorboard with the air chisel because I was on a bad angle, so that's awesome. Up here, we have the inner rocker and the outer rocker that are MIA, and then the rot goes up into here. So basically what my plan is right now is I just want to clean all this up where the old welds were, all along here, and then take the welder, fill in all those holes, determine what I want to do about this, because apparently there's two, well, you have your whatever support this is, it's just a floor support, and then the actual floor of the truck here. So I mean, I'm not making a show truck out of this, so what I'm probably going to do is just treat all this with phosphoric acid, go over it with the bridge primer, the POR 16, if you will. I'll explain that to you later in the video when I get there. Right now it's just going to be more grinding and spitting rust out of my mouth. Alright, so I went through and welded up all the holes that I made in the floor. There we go. Got them all ground down. And then over here is where I'm going to be making my new part of the inner rocker. This is where the outer rocker is supposed to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to that today. Now I will say this, as far as tools needed to do this job, you need everything. Okay, so I have my little air sander here, a long reach cutoff tool, air chisel, grinder. If you have a panel seam ripper, this pry bar, air sander, basically everything. Alright, now as far as metal, I had a piece of a floor pan left over from a Chevy. It actually has a little ribbon that I need in front. So I'm going to whittle it down to shape here. This is my bend line. Got a throat for shear. One of my favorite tools in the shop. Makes a nice clean cut. Now there's still extra on here, so that ain't the final cut. My bender is outside in a storage container, so we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. I have to remember which way it's got to bend. Alright, so basically I just put the line right here in the vise. Smasher. I don't want to take it all at once. Alright, I'm gonna go give this a fit up. I'll be right back. Alright gang, so where we're at is, this is the replacement piece I bought from Shop Parts Plus, Body Shop Price Inc. online. This is the part that I made, okay? It's crude, but it's everything I needed to do. Now what I did is I coated these and underneath the truck, everything that I cut out and scaled back and got rid of as much rust as I can. So the product I'm using is a product called Master Coat. This is their primer, okay? Being that I'm from New Jersey, it just ironic it worked out. This company is from New Jersey. This, for people who live in the Northeast, this is the same primer they use on the Brooklyn Bridge, the Goethals Bridge, the Queens Bridge, okay? You know, so, you know, a few different MTAs, okay, or DOTs use this. They also use this on the New York City subways. They have a top coat for this. It's called AG11, and the reason why it's called as AG is because it's anti-graffiti. So you can put the AG111 on and then take lacquer thinner and wipe off all the spray paint, graffiti, and not affect that paint. This primer alone is rated for 20 years saltwater use. So living down here in Virginia on my Dakota, this will last longer than I will. Now, I'm going to wait for this to dry, punch holes in everything, get it underneath the truck, get it welded in, and that'll be a wrap. But it'll do the job. So the rocker, the inner rocker here, you know, this can be bent out when I go to do the outer rocker. I'll have plenty of extra material because there's still a small hole here in the outer rocker. New cab support, you know, I lap welded everything. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of booger welds. They're not. Had a little problem with the carpet in the truck, so I know there's definitely penetration going on. It's welded up along the front, you know, it's just hard to get a video from over there. So all in all, this was about 3.5 days worth of work. That long reach cutoff tool was the VIP because I was able to get up here and dig out all those spot welds from the factory. This part where the bolt goes through is pretty self-explanatory. The new capture bolt is not welded in, so I fit everything in place, put the bolt in, tack welded it, and then took it apart, jacked it up so I get in here and, you know, more or less finish welded. Again, I know it ain't pretty, I ain't worried about it. I needed to go through inspection. Alright, any questions or comments, feel free to flame me in the comments below. As always, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Hopefully you guys learned something out of all this. And until we see you next time, peace.